Welcome, Smashheads, to segment 3 of our July 20th game day. If you haven't checked out segments 1 and 2, you will probably see some spoilers in here. So, of course, the 2021 season moves along, and we do it segments at a time. So, if you want just one solid, long video, let me know. I can do it that way from now on, at least start next season, right? So, anyways, we've got the Detroit Devils on the road to take on the San Francisco Shinobis. Now the Shinobis, 6 wins, 10 losses, 1 tie, and 1 overtime loss. Lila Geyser's weaker, I would say, of the 2 teams. They currently have 21 points in the standings, but they are eliminated from the playoff contention as of right now. Playing for nothing but their own pride's sake, pretty much. So the business side, the Detroit Devils have a record of 11 wins, 6 losses, no ties, 1 overtime loss. They got 34 points on the standings. They are still in the hunt for that Central Division title. They could get it. They need to kind of win out, sort of. But Mexico City took a loss today, so Detroit could close the gap. That said, if they lose this game, they're eliminated from that division title hunt. So Detroit, though, trying to get that dub. And of course, with a win, if they could get a win here, or actually even a tie or better, they could clinch a playoff spot. So that is what is on the line for the Detroit Devils, and as a matter of fact, for the Houston Oilers as well. So and both those teams going to be playing here in that final segment. But first game of the final segment of our July 28th game day, ready to smash off. We've got Pioneer leading the way for the Detroit Devils today. Following him out there will be V-Dub. At the captain spot, it's going to be Spectite and a 5-point gainer, Black Marinello. To the home side of the field, we've got the San Francisco Shinobis leading off with Blue 512. Following him out there is going to be Zapper. It's going to be Spectite Jr. leading the way, not leading the way, but at the captain spot for the San Francisco Shinobis. It's kind of like leading, but it's from a different angle, leadership thing. Get the point. Anyways, at the 5-point gainer spot, the rookie Cliprod. So leading the way, literally leading the way here, would be Blue 512 though. Out there against Pioneer, and both cars are down, but there was an interference. They both get back up. Still scoreless. We go at it again. Interference that time. Pioneer still in this game. Make it 5-0 San Francisco. So Pioneer down, 5-0 San Fran in the lead. That now brings out V-Dub. Make it 10-0 as V-Dub's taken down. Second overall pick of the draft goes down, 10-0 Shinobis in the lead. Looking for the shutout, not going to happen. Spectite keeps the Devils alive in this game, and that now brings out Zapper, who will look to end the same for the Shinobis. Both cars stay up there. Good defensive move by Spectite. And almost a good flip there, but Zapper up to the task. He's able to stay alive. Both cars staying up on opposite sides now, still going at it. Spectite and Zapper battling here. And a good flip right there. Spectite ties the game up. So now we'll have Spectite versus Spectite Jr. And this is going to be a hard one for you guys to see at home. I don't know if you can tell the really fat wheels, that's Spectite Jr. So I'll be able to sort of tell for you. So I don't know, I wish I had something to actually put like a pointer on there. I don't know. So 2 identical models going at it. Could be difficult for you to follow, but I got it for you right there. It's Spectite Sr. going down with the silver wheels. Of course, the big wheels, Spectite Jr. getting that flip on his predecessor, if you will, I guess you could say. You know, Junior flipping a senior, I guess. But we got 15-10 the score. Shinobis in the lead, looking to put this game away. Black Marinello trying to force overtime for the Devils here. See if he can do it, and he does so. And we are indeed heading to overtime, all leaving at 15. And that is going to bring out Cliprod for the Shinobis. A rookie to battle against the hardened veteran Black Marinello. So here we go. Cliprod versus Black Marinello in overtime. And Black Marinello has a good flip. And Cliprod down 20-15 is the final in OT. The Detroit Devils get the win over the San Francisco Shinobis. They do it in overtime. They will clinch a playoff spot in 2021. They made it all the way to the conference finals in 2019. Then they ended up second to last place just last season in 2020. Back to the playoffs go the Devils with an overtime win over the Shinobis. The the Shinobis, pick up a point, but they were playing for pride's sake to begin with. And actually, 34 plus, yes, so they're up to 37. So Detroit with 37 points, just 2 points behind Mexico City now in the standings of the Central Division. Mexico City kind of having a rough end of season here as they have fallen to 13-6. Detroit's closed the gap to 2. And with Phoenix and LA, yeah, LA is up to 39 points now. They're 12-5, 1-1, which Mexico City's still leading the West because they have more wins than LA does. So 12-5, 1-1 does not beat 13-6, basically. So, but LA did beat Mexico City head-to-head this season. Anyways, enough talking, on to more action. We got the Boston Vandals on the road against the Tampa Bay Gators. Some pretty big playoff implications, especially concerned Boston in the Eastern Conference. So stay tuned. Welcome back, Smashheads. Next game on tap about to take place. We've got Brandon Kuma coming off of a tough Mexico City loss that just took place. As of course, the division title has now avoided them 2 game days in a row, I believe. It's been 2 or 3. So coming so close, but yet so far these past couple of game days, you know, they're going to be going up against the Tampa Bay Gators in the final game day of the regular season. But that being said, Brandon Kuma trying to do some good with Tampa Bay here in the second to final game day. So the Gators coming to this game day with a record of 10 wins, 7 losses, no ties, and 1 overtime loss. Total of 31 points. They've clinched a playoff spot. They are currently 5th place in the Eastern Conference, and they're trying to catch up with Toronto, who's 5 points ahead of them. Toronto plays against Philadelphia today. So they could potentially close that gap up with a win here. That being said, the Boston Vandals, they're playing for the playoffs. Right now they're on the outside looking in. Coming into this game day, 8 wins, 9 losses, no ties, and 1 overtime loss in their own right. Now with the win, they could really do some damage. Now Buffalo failed to do so, but with the win, Miami would be eliminated. Puerto Rico would be eliminated, I think. Actually, no, Puerto Rico, I think, might still be in it because they're tied. Or Puerto Rico beat them in the regular season, if I remember right. Anyways, it would involve some tiebreakers there, but it could certainly shake things up if Boston were to win. And if they lose, I think Montreal jumps up in the 6th place in the Eastern Conference. So it's just craziness in the Eastern Conference playoff race. That's all I can think of to say about it. Let's get a look at the lineup. So we got Blue Dragon 2 leading the way for Boston, followed by Nitro. At the captain spot, it's going to be Vendetta, and Yellow Spider has the 5-point gainer position for the league-operated Vandals. Brandon Kuma's Tampa Bay Gators, defending world champs, leading the way with Purple Fire, followed by 47 Ronin at the middleman spot. Ratified has the captain's position. That 5-point gainer is Battle. Crazy to think that just last year, these 2 teams were the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference heading into the playoffs, and now one's in 6th, the other's like in 7th, or one's in 5th, one's in 7th, and it's just, yeah, it's kind of crazy just like that. Mexico, or not Mexico City, San Antonio, San Diego, that was a battle, the first game of the day, and those were the top 2 teams of the West last year. So anyways, things changed, and they can change quick here in the Car Demolition League. Purple Fire taken down by Blue Dragon 2 right away. 5-0, Boston in the lead. And 47 Ronin able to tie it up really quick. 5-5 now the score. So that now brings out Nitro for Boston. Almost got the flip there. 47 Ronin up to the task, and yet again. And good spin cycles by Nitro as he's getting the opportunities now. 47 Ronin hanging on for dear life, goes out of play that time. Still 5-5. Have to continue it. Nitro trying to get that advantage back for Boston. Of course, Tampa Bay looking to get the lead here. Not going to happen as 47 Ronin gets taken down. Nitro too low for him to deal with. So the score 10-5. Vandals in the lead looking for the win. And almost to flip the tie of the game right there. Ratify trying to do just that. Nitro looking for the win. And both cars able to stay up yet again. 2 cars that are low to the ground. This time Ratify has a flip. So we are tied at 10 as that now brings out Vendetta for the Vandals. All leaving at 10. Look at those wheels kind of push back on Ratify. We'll straighten them out a little bit. It's not too big of a deal as Vendetta And Ratify go at it, Ratify down, Vendetta gets a flip, and his wheel's kind of getting pushed back in there. We'll pull them out. Battle trying to force overtime now, 15-10. Boston in the lead. Looking for the win. Battle trying to force OT. Both cars able to stay up there. See, go at it yet again. Battle trying to force overtime, but Vendetta so good defensively, but that time he is down. Vendetta, at least for him, you can say that he got a point that put him ahead of Buffalo in the standings heading to the last game day, but now they are at 26 points. Montreal's at 27. Boston going for the win. They will put them in that 6th seed. It's Yellow Spider out there looking to do it. All tied at 15 and overtime is Battle trying to get them in for Tampa Bay. So they try to catch up to Toronto in the standings. 5 points back, so it's massively needed, no doubt. They don't want to fall back to that 6th seed, and they get the win right there. Battle with the flip in overtime. Yellow Spider down. A little bit of little damage, but it's adjustable. Maybe you put a little tape around the edge here to kind of hold the wheels up front a little bit better, but that being said, maybe you want the wheels to be further set back. 20-15 the final in OT. The Tampa Bay Gators getting the win over the Boston Vandals. But that's actually pretty big for Boston because they do pick up a point. So from 25 points to 26 points is what they move. So they're 1 point behind Montreal in the standings. Buffalo's 2 points behind them. It's definitely making things interesting to say the least. And you'll see at the end of the video, I'll put the standings up, and I'll make sure that they're right this time. I made a little error in the Western Conference standings at the end of the last video, but I will get it right this time. I promise you, I will get it right. Anyway, so, can y'all hear me when I whisper like that? Like, I will get it right. I was trying to kind of do my best kind of Wayne's World kind of, anyway. So, coming up next, Toronto Titans and the Philadelphia Demons. Big game, I say, for Toronto, especially now with Tampa Bay kind of breathing down their neck for that 4th place spot in the Eastern Conference. Of course, the Philadelphia Demons, they know that they are just a win away from clinching the Cobb Award in the Eastern Conference. So, big game for them as they'd like to seal up home field advantage. So that matchup, Philly and Toronto, is next. Just like that, Smash Heads, we are back. Time for another game here. Last 2 of the July 20th game day about to take place. We got the Toronto Titans on the road to do battle with the Philadelphia Demons. Toronto, a record of 12 wins and 6 losses, no ties or OT losses. They got 36 points on the season. Coming to this game day, actually 4th place in the Eastern Conference, but now just 2 points ahead of Tampa Bay for that spot. And that's such a huge spot. They want to keep that because, of course, you know, you want to try to get home field advantage, at least in the first round. They've been eliminated from winning that division title race. But with New York taking a loss today, Toronto can move past them into 3rd place in the Eastern Conference. And maybe that would be more favorable, I'd say. Oh, would you rather play Buffalo, Montreal, or would you rather play Tampa Bay, perhaps, right? So maybe that's what Toronto's looking at. But the Philadelphia Demons, they got something to play for right here. 14 wins, 3 losses, no ties, and 1 overtime loss. They are 1st place in the Car Demolition League. With Gowanda getting the victory that they did, they're up to 43 points, but they can't match the number of wins if Philadelphia were to win 1 more, basically. The most that they can do is get to 14 wins. Philly's already there, so with a victory here, Philadelphia would clinch the Cobb Award, which is basically like the President's Trophy in hockey. So with the win, they will clinch the best regular season record, which will ensure them home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So Shane Geiser really trying to lock that one up here today. Let's get a look at the lineups. The league-operated Toronto Titans lead the way with Indy 5 Jr. Following him out there is Wen. At the captain spot, it's going to be Synchro, and at 5-point gainer is X-Wing. To the home side of the field, potential Cobb Award winners here. Silver Molina leading the way for Shane Geiser's Philadelphia Demons. Following him out there is going to be Hammer Jr. at the middleman spot. To the captain spot, it's Red Spectite and High Tech as the 5-point gainer position for the Demons here today. So here we go, Toronto and Philly Indy 5 Junior and Silver Molina leading us off, and good match to start things off, and Silver Molina down 5-0 Toronto. So that now brings out Hammer Jr. 5-0. Titans in the lead, almost a flip right there off a little gray shot. So continue to go at it. Oh, Indy 5 Jr. on point right now and has a good flip right there. 10-0 Toronto in the lead. Looking to end this game, Red Spectite trying to keep Philly in it, and does. Indy 5 Jr. down right there. Does that bring out Wen? Wen with the chance to put this game away. Raw fingers for the Raw team. Wen will look to put this game away. His team up 10-5, make it 10-10. Red Spectite battling back for the Demons. All even at 10 apiece as that brings out Synchro for the Titans. Synchro versus Red Spectite. Two really good defensive cars, and Red Spectite's down. Synchro gets the flip. 15-10 Toronto back into the lead. Looking for the win. High Tech trying to force OT. Out of play goes Synchro. Synchro out of play there. 15-10, his team still leads. He had to go out of play that time. Now both cars staying up. High Tech, good 5-point gainer, able to force overtime. That's 4 overtime games today, folks. So that's going to ensure that $20 per charity so far raised today. So huge overtime game day. 15-15. Now we are in overtime here. It's going to be High Tech for the Philadelphia Demons. It's going to be X-Wing for the Toronto Titans. More playoff games with the more overtime games with the playoffs right around the corner. Go figure that one out, right? It's like these cars know, right? They're just toy cars, are they? Secret, they got AI in each and every one. I just started a conspiracy theory. Anyways, we are tied at 15 still. High Tech and X-Wing. X-Wing is the car out there trying to get the win for the Toronto Titans. Not going to be able to do so. High Tech gets it done 2-0 from the 5-point gainer spot. 20-15 the final. Philadelphia Demons getting the win. And congratulations to the Shane Geyser on securing the best regular season record in 2021. The Philadelphia Demons, with that victory, what are they now? 15 wins, 3 losses, no ties, and 1 overtime loss to get up to 46 points. And even if they were to lose and Gowanda would tie him up, Gowanda doesn't have the win count that Philadelphia now has. Or Gowanda won't be able to obtain that. So congratulations again to Shane Geyser and the Philadelphia Demons. They will be the #1 seed heading into the 2021 playoffs. They will have home field advantage. But that being said, we are not done yet today. It's coming up next. The Houston Oilers will be on the road to take on the Seattle Lumberjacks. It's a pretty big game for both teams involved. And I'll explain more when we get back to it. Alright, CDL fans, we are back with a big game about to be on tap, especially for the two teams in it, but for the Western Conference as a whole. We've got the Houston Oilers on the road here today to take on the Seattle Lumberjacks. Houston comes into this game with a record of 11 wins, 6 losses, no ties, and 1 overtime loss. That's 34 points on the season. They are currently sitting at 5th place in the Western Conference. And with the win, though, they can stay alive in that Central Division title hunt. They lose, they're out of that. But also they're trying to hang on to a playoff spot because just 2 points behind them, in 7th place at least, coming into this game day, the Seattle Lumberjacks. They come in here with a record of 9 wins, 6 losses, 2 ties, 1 overtime loss, 32 points on the season. And this is a huge game for them as well. For Houston, they can clinch a playoff spot with the win. Actually, they could clinch it with a tie or better at this point. So that's what the Oilers are indeed trying to do. Seattle, they came to this game day tied with Chicago at 32 points for that last playoff spot in the West. Now, a win would not clinch them a playoff spot, but would put them in a very comfy position moving forward because then they would only really need 1 point to clinch it in the final game day. So, big game for both Seattle and for Houston. Interesting story about these teams. Houston hasn't made the playoffs since 2017. That's tied with Washington and Miami for the second longest playoff drought in the CDL up to this point. The longest active playoff drought in the league belongs to Seattle. They haven't made the playoffs since 2012. They really want this win. I don't think any team might want it more than the Lumberjacks. But we're about to find out just how bad they want it. Tough opponent. Let's see what that tough opponent, the Houston Oilers, bring to the field. Blue Indy leads the way for this league-operated team, followed by Surf Crate Custom. At the captain spot, it's going to be Y. And at 5-point gainer, it will be Sonic Boom. So to the home side of the field, another league-operated team. That's right, both these teams league-op, meaning you could own them, dear viewer. Rocket Oil leads the way for the Lumberjacks today, followed by 76. At the captain spot is Black Spec Titan. At 5-point gainer is Crazy Eyes. And by the way, there are like full team customizations and stuff like that. I mean, up to an acceptable limit, right? I'll work with you though. If you want to move cities, change the team name, you know, we can talk. Now, go at Car Demolition League on Facebook if you're interested. So here we go. Blue Indy and Rocket Oil leading us off. Both cars go in. Blue Indy and Rocket Oil still battling. A little clip shot right there. Rocket Oil able to stay up. And now Rocket Oil's down 5-0 Houston. So that now brings out 76 for Seattle. 5-0 score. Oilers in the lead. Interference right there. So, still stays up there. Still 5-0. And wow, one heck of a great shot. It's in a tough spot to get him. So he was in a tough spot off field to get him, but he did go out of play, and that's going to save 76. He's still in this game. Still 5-0 Oilers on top. Make it 5-5. What a move by 76. That was like Kano's cannonball. Oh my goodness. It's like, Blanca, right? I can't remember. What character rolls on the ground and just takes your leg? That's Blanca, right? I don't know, all the references that you need right there. My goodness, what a move by 76. That was a fun one to watch. Can we get that in slow-mo? Jimbo, slow-mo that up, please. I got to talk to myself that's doing the video with me, right? Come on, quit making my job hard. The score. Surf Crate Custom and 76. And, ooh, very close to an interference. I didn't see interference. I don't think he touched Sonic Boom there. This one is going to be under review. As it stands right now, 10-5 is the score. But hang on to your hat, folks. We might have an interference. That one might be getting called down. So stay tuned. Welcome back, Smash Heads. Into the official review mode we went, and the results are back. After further review, the ruling on the field stands. There was no interference. It is a good flip, and the Seattle Lumberjacks have the lead 10-5. And they look to put this game away. Why? We'll try to tie this thing up at 10. And it's not going to happen. 76 gets the flip. Huge flip there for the Lumberjacks. 15-5. I put two fingers up, I meant one. 15-5, it is the final. The Seattle Lumberjacks get the win over the Houston Oilers. And I thought it was going to be a closer game, but the Lumberjacks were hungry for this one. They get the 35 points in the standing. Houston's staying at 34 points. And they have been eliminated from the Central Division title race. They will be on the road against the Detroit Devils on the final game day of the regular season, but it's just down to Detroit and Mexico City in the Central as of now. So a huge win for Seattle, though, is that win is going to put them higher than 6th place in the Western Conference. I think they are up to 5th now. Anyways, I got some math to do. I hope that you enjoyed this July 20th game day here in the Car Demolition League. I hope you enjoyed the game, the rules that I've come up with over the years that have developed and just turned into this thing that I do that I hope you enjoy too. And because that would be awesome. Because then we can both enjoy the same things. And I won't feel as weird. Anyway. So, thank you folks for watching. I definitely appreciate any support that this league can get. Even if it's just a passing glance, I so just love and appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Much love. And until next time, as always, take care of yourselves, be yourselves, and peace.
right quick, hitting it up in the credits here, just to give some FYI stuff. Brandon Kuma, the Tampa Bay Gators are locked into 5th. They lost the tiebreaker out to Toronto and New York, so even if one of them loses and Tampa Bay wins, Tampa Bay will still be the 5th seed. That said, again, congratulations, Shane Geiser, Philadelphia Demons, Cobb Award winners, so home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Matt Geiser with the Phoenix Firebirds, Alex Johnson with the Los Angeles Blades, and the Detroit Devils. Congratulations to all 3 of those teams on making it to the playoffs. One more game day to go, boys and girls.